बेंगलुरु में एक पार्क है कब्बन पार्क। यहाँ हफ्ते में एक दिन हर रविवार आपस में संस्कृत में बात करते हैं। इनकी इस पहल का नाम है संस्कृत वीकेंड। इसकी शुरुआत एक वेबसाइट के जरिए समष्टि गुब्बी जी ने की है।
In Prime Minister Narendra Modi's first Mann Ki Baat address after his recent victory, he spoke about an interesting personality from Bengaluru who has been making waves in the world of internet with her love for Sanskrit. So who is this remarkable individual and what does she do?
Rolling.
Hi, I'm Deepthi Rao. You are watching India Today So South. Today I'm joined by somebody who has made me regret not learning Sanskrit in school more. Sanskrit as a language carries a lot of stereotype that it is an old, traditional, boring language, but I have with me Samashti Gubbi, who through her love for the language will make you fall in love with the language. She has a unique way of vlogging about food, about music and much more. And I think we'll know more about Sanskrit when we speak to her. Hi Samashti.
Hi.
Can you tell the audience a little more about yourself?
Yeah, so hi everyone, namaste. Mama Nama Samashti. I can start with that.
Tava naam Kim.
Nice. So Mama Nama Samashti, and I stay in Bangalore, but I'm based. I'm from Koppal actually, North Karnataka. So I am the founder of Sthai.in. Which is also a platform for learning Sanskrit and various different Indian languages. And right now I think I'm a food blogger in Sanskrit. That's what people are saying me.
What sparked this love you have for Sanskrit? How did it begin?
So this was totally serendipity, like I say everywhere. In 5th standard, some people came to our house and then they said that there's a residential course going on in Honnavara. So we went there and then it was a very fun 10 days course, and by the side of the river, we used to play there. It was very nice aesthetic. So that kind of became a ritual. Every year we used to go there, and then by 10th standard I was a teacher. I used to teach spoken Sanskrit, and then this is how it just built.
When you make videos, is it because you love Sanskrit or do you have a motive? I'm doing this because I want people to learn Sanskrit, or I don't want this language to die. What is the motive behind you?
Right. So I don't have any motive, I don't want to force anybody to learn Sanskrit, because I personally feel that not everybody can love this language as much as, I love. Like I can't force them to, you should do the food blog today and all that.
Yeah.
So I don't have a motive. I just love the language for the simplicity of it. Yeah.
Can you tell us a little more about Sthai? What the word means and what the organization, can I call it that? What that means to you?
So Sthai.in is a learning platform. It started off as a learning platform. We started with Kannada and then we started with Sanskrit. Now we are building up in Tulu. So all the Dravida languages we are, doing, and then Hindi has also been started. So apart from a learning platform, we want to build it like a production house where podcasts in Sanskrit are out and vlogs in Sanskrit are out, and we are working on short films in Sanskrit with very contemporary stories, like a random love story in a cafe, or like somebody's sports career in Sanskrit. So something which everybody can relate to, today's generation can relate to. Yeah.
So Sthai was planned. I know you started this with some intention in mind, but your Instagram blew up. Did you plan that too? Did you know that? How is that going?
No, it's nice. It's going fine. So the idea, I'll just tell you.
Yeah.
I thought about this later. If somebody asks, what should I answer? So I thought about this later. So I'll give you an example of Valmiki when he created Ramayana, right? He made it, he created it in a very, very simple language, because he had the motive that it has to reach to all the common people in a very simple language that common people speak. If you actually read the Ramayana just as it is, you can understand it so naturally. So if Valmiki existed in today's era, how would he promote any story? I think he would do a blog. I think he would write a blog, or I think he would write a poem, or like do jam sessions. So I thought, let's do it. Let's do this. Yeah.
So how did you come up with the food vlogging idea? How, like, do you love? Are you a foodie? How did that
I
come
think
into
I'm
place?
a foodie, but to be very honest, I think I like everything. So I'm a very diplomatic food vlogger. I like everything, but food is something that attracts everyone, and everybody can relate to. So that was the idea behind food vlog, and it was again very randomly planned. Me and my brother were just going on a bike, and then we saw a restaurant,
Right.
and then we made a vlog, and then when it was released, it just blew up somehow. And next day we got to know in the comment section who was the owner, and then after getting to know the owner, it was his 95th birthday
Oh.
that day. So everything just happened.
That's
like that.
nice. Do you think your content reaches the right audience? Do you receive hatred on social media?
Actually, I was very surprised when it was reaching the very younger generation, and they were like, scroll karte karte Satyug mein pahunch gaye.
Oh.
All these comments are like nice and funny,
Yeah.
but they have in their mind that I want to learn Sanskrit now. Although I took it in my school days, I really want to learn it now.
So how do you manage to bring this old traditional language? How have you decided to like connect with modern audience? How is that going?
Yeah, so there's this Vedic Sanskrit and there's this spoken Sanskrit, and there's a difference. And I'd like to call it Gen Z Sanskrit. How normally we speak Kannada and that flow comes. Even when we speak Kannada, we use some mobile kodu, or glass already. So that way, I think even we can do that in Sanskrit also. It's not like
Yeah.
that flow has to come, and this generation is crazy about K-drama and all those things. So I think we can get there, especially with the music.
Right.
We are working on a Sanskrit rap.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
So when you say we, you have a team of like
Friends,
friends or
a collaboration is going on.
can't reveal? I see.
yeah. Cross
Okay.
fingers.
So what is the best experience you've had as a Sanskrit vlogger? Some video that you had fun making or something?
Yeah, just like I said, later I found out that the owner's 95th birthday is there. And then when people, I think in one of the other events, if I can mention, we were organizing the Sanskrit marathon.
Yeah.
And I had to run to a lot of police stations and ask the DCPs for permission and everything. So it takes a long time to get the permission and everything. But when I actually approached DCP, somewhere nearby here only, we had it in Kaban, this MG Road,
Okay.
this marathon. So when I approached the DCP about this is the plan, so please give us the permission. He was like, "Adela Vidi madam, leave that. The first thing I want to say is I want to learn Sanskrit.
Oh.
I want you to teach me Sanskrit like Subhashita, so that when I go to address the younger generation, I want to quote in Sanskrit." So that is how I think that is one of the situations I remember right now.
And how did you get into music? I know that you sing and you sing so well. And what was the idea behind singing in Sanskrit?
When Kesariya happened,
Yeah.
Kesariya was released in Hindi. People were talking about that particular phrase, love story.
Yeah.
I was like, why not, Prema Katha in Sanskrit? So one line I did, and then it was like, my brother was like, why don't you do the whole song? And then I just released it, and it happened. Yeah.
So how long did it take for you to write that song?
That took around, because it was the first try, it took around, I think, 1 week or 1.5 weeks, yeah.
But it's such a cool way to like learn and teach a language. If you know something, people learn like French songs and
Right, yeah.
that's
I just heard somewhere that, kids are like learning Korean by
yeah,
themselves.
right.
Yeah, right. So I think it's like, if you say something in Sanskrit and people can read French subtitles, French
Right.
movie in English subtitles or Spanish movies, so in such an intrigued way, I think Sanskrit is, we can do it without the subtitles also.
Right. So, but did you expect that to blow up?
No.
And you've done a lot of songs after that. How was that? Have you learned from Kesaria?
Yeah, definitely. I wanted to try like new things, and I translated "Fix You" from Coldplay
Oh.
in Sanskrit. The whole song is out there, but it did not blow up like Kesaria.
Kesaria.
People are, people can take it slowly. That is the idea. So different songs have gotten different learnings for me, but yeah,
I think you did Zara Zara also.
Zara Zara is there.
How do you decide which song?
My favorite song. That's it.
How do you decide which cafes to go to? Have you been there before? Is it the first time you go to?
First
For
time, and just whatever comes in my mind in that moment. Like, ಇವಾಗ ಏನ್ ತಿನ್ಬೇಕು ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, just go there.
Nice. Can you tell me a little more about like the history of Sanskrit or more about the language?
Right. So, when we speak about Sanskritam, like it has been labeled as the Deva Bhasha, the God's language, and all that. So we can start from there. And Panini, as we all know, is the father of Sanskrit, and he created the Ashtadhyayi, which is the formulas for how this algorithm of this language works out.
Okay.
Right? So if I say a sentence, then how should I say it in the right way? Which is what does Sanskrit mean? Okay. The word Sanskrit itself means something which is perfected. Otherwise, it was Prakrit. Okay. So ivaga Kannada, like the way we speak Kannada, a little bit broken here and there, that can be called as Prakrit. When we say it is Sanskrit, then Samskritam, which means it is perfected language. Samyak Kritam iti Samskritam. So yeah, coming back to Panini, how did he start writing the Ashtadhyayi? He was, meditating, and he wanted a lot more in life. So he asked Lord Shiva, I don't know where this is going. Please tell me where my life is going. So he sat for the meditation, and Lord Shiva came and struck his damaru for 14 times. And the sound which came out of that are the syllables, which we learn now. A, I. It was in a raw format, which is A, I, Una, Ra, Laka, A, Om, I, Ouch. It goes on like that. It is called as Maheshwara Sutrani.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is the way it started. And a lot of other grammarians came and gave a thought about this language. And but the most, thought about perfected grammatical grantha is the Ashtadhyayi.
So they say this is the oldest language. Is it the oldest language?
What I think is, all the other, like right now, so many languages are coexisting, right? So I think a lot of languages coexisted that time also. Like Tamil was also existing during the Sanskrit. When I think about Sanskrit and what it has a role to do in this particular conflict, we have this Kannada film industry, Tamil film industry, and all these things, right? Like so many film industries.
Right.
So if Sanskrit had an industry, we wouldn't have an idea of a fight that, Rashmika has gone to Telugu industry now, she's gone to Bollywood. Sanskrit does not have a region. Sanskrit cannot be just spoken in Karnataka or Tamil Nadu or like Maharashtra, right? It is like holistic. So even a German actor can come and act in Sanskrit, or like, a Greek singer can come and sing in Sanskrit, and he won't be trolled for that.
Yeah. Is that where Sthai is going?
Right. Absolutely.
You are trying to create a Sanskrit film industry.
Film industry. Right.
Amazing. Then your LinkedIn bio, it says that Sanskrit is not the language of God, like not just the language of God. It's a language for you and me also.
Right.
Can you elaborate on that?
I think it's just not. People say that after a 10th standard, I think we listen to Sanskrit in our marriage only by the priest.
Yeah.
So right. 10th standard के बाद I think one of my friends said this. 10th standard के बाद मैं शादी में ही सुना था ये Sanskrit. So that barrier is always there. I think still it is there for even Indians also.
Yeah.
For I don't want to take the religious part of it, but even a Hindu guy or a girl wants to speak in Sanskrit, he will still have a barrier.
Yeah.
Can I sit in a cafe and speak in Sanskrit? Can I sit in a garden and speak in Sanskrit? Can I take a girl on a date and speak in Sanskrit? That is a barrier, right? So that is the barrier we just want to take off. And it is not just a language for bhajans. Of course it is. But, you can just take a guitar and sing in Sanskrit,
Like you do. Yes.
right? Yeah.
Do you remember any of the videos that you've done on Instagram? There was one about river.
कतिचित् जनाः नदीव भवन्ति जानन्ति वा नदी तस्याः मार्गं स्वयं शुण्ठयति सा तत्र प्रवहति यत्र मार्गोऽपि न स्यात् न कोऽपि मार्गोपदेष्टा न वा कोऽपि सञ्चालकः सर्वत्र शिला एव तस्याः मार्गे किन्तु अतीव रमणीयविषयस्तु एवमस्ति यद्यपि सा पतति अतीव मनोहररूपेण अतः नदी इव प्रवहन्तु प्राप्यते ननु स्वस्थानम्.
So can we do that game now where I say,
Yeah.
So I'll name a few dishes and you have to tell me how you'll say that in Sanskrit.
Oh wow, okay. Let's do this.
So because I've seen it on your channel, burger.
Burger is Shaka Rotika.
And okay, one more out. Who has named it? Is this literal translation or?
No, it goes on the characteristics of the object, what it does. Shaka is the vegetable and Rotika is something made out of the pishta.
Okay.
Dough. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Pizza?
Pizza is pishtaja.
Bread? Ja is?
Ja is something which is created from, like jalaja.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. Pishta is the dough again. Atta. And they have named it, you can ask me, roti is also made out of the dough. So they have made it like, they've created the words which is closer to the, pizza. So pishtaja is the closest that you get to pizza. Yeah.
Roti would be?
Rotika. Yeah.
Sandwich?
Sandwich is sandhi khadhyam. Sandhi is when two things get together. Yeah.
Noodles?
Noodles is sutrikaha.
What does that mean?
Sutrikaha is like thread-like structures.
Rice?
Annam, odanam.
Water?
Jalam.
Coffee?
Coffee is piyusha.
Okay, why?
Piyusha because something which is used to drink in the morning. So usha. Usha is the morning. Yeah.
Tea?
So, chayam they say. Yeah.
What is something that would blow my mind? You tell me. Some word that is going to like you.
Can you tell me what is pani puri in Sanskrit?
Oh no.
It's very, very easy.
Jalam.
Huh?
I don't know. I just want to add in the end of puri. Puri.
Just like rotika.
Purika.
That's it.
Jalam purika. Oh.
Nice.
Nice. Vada pav? I'm from Mumbai. I have to get.
It is vataka purika or vataka rotika.
Any other word that you'd like me to guess the meaning of?
Okay.
Like you say it in Sanskrit and I try to guess.
What is kartari?
Scissors.
Nice. Karnabharanam?
Some jewelry.
Yeah. Karnabharanam?
Karana. Eyes. No. Ears.
Yeah. Nice.
Earring.
This you like. Oshtaragaha. Oshta is lip.
Oh.
So, Oshtaragaha.
Lipstick.
Yeah.
You should do a makeup vlog.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Right.
How would you say concealer?
Right. Concealer. I need to think about that.
Foundation.
What does concealer do actually? I don't know. It's okay. Nice.
Sure, it's supposed to conceal something.
Conceal something.
Foundation. How would you?
Foundation is thigh.
Thigh, but thigh.
I'll tell you what is bhushundi.
It sounds like an abuse. Don't tell me.
No, it is not. Okay, a helmet is there. What is a helmet? Can you guess? I should have told this.
How do you say head? Tale would be Kannada. Sanskrit
What is Hindi word for tale?
Sir.
Haan.
Mukha. Mukha protection, Mukha Suraksh. I don't know.
Nice, nice.
What is it? What?
Shirastranam.
Shira. Oh, okay.
Shirastranam is so protective.
Okay, any ending remarks about the language and a message for people who watch your videos?
Right. So, something that, yeah, I didn't want to say this. Some people are watching my videos, very few people. They're watching the videos, the reels, and they're saying, you know, I showed it to my grandma. She really appreciated it. The thing is, I made it for you, for you to learn and, you know, for you to understand that it's very easy. If I can do it, I think you guys should really do reels in Sanskrit and, you know, become creators in Sanskrit. Yeah.
So if I had to give an outro for this video in Sanskrit, how would I say? How would I say, if you like it, keep watching So South?
यदि भवन्तः एतद् इच्छन्ति तर्हि पश्यन्तः भवन्तु, subscribe कुर्वन्तः भवन्तु.
That. If you like the video, you have to be slow.
Okay. यदि भवन्तः एतद् वीडियो इच्छन्ति, यदि भवन्तः एतद् चलचित्रम् इच्छन्ति, यदि भवन्तः एतत् सम्भाषणम् इच्छन्ति तर्हि भवन्तः सर्वेपि सब्स्क्रैब् कुर्वन्तु, पश्यन्तः भवन्तु, अपि च लैक् कुर्वन्तु.
Ooh, yes, do it. Do whatever she says. I'm Deepthi Rao. You're watching India Today. So,